Patrick Mahomes hears everything, including locker room interviews where Jamar Chase just was attempting to gas up his own QB and be a good teammate. Backfired. Take a listen. Oh, have your belly laughs. Oh. That's I mean, that is cold.
I like that. That's cool.
So good. He's so good. Your reaction, cool. Nicholas.
That's his only tweet from the night.
It's so good.
He retweeted some stuff the team did, but that was so here's the thing about Patrick Mahomes. He's the best player in the league, and I am not speaking for him here, but I feel like this is fair to say. Mm-hmm. This table believes the best player in the league. You know who believes it even more? Patrick Mahomes. He wants the Super Bowls and the rings and all of it. He wants the MVPs. He wants the unabashed respect. And I know that you guys, when I said, "Oh, this is a real thing,"
we doubted you.
You guys doubted me. Yeah, who cares? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Mahomes that NFL top 100 list. He's been in the league. This will be his 7th year. His first 2 years he was unranked because he didn't rookies. They don't do it. Then he went 4 as the number 2 quarterback to Breeze. Number 4 again, the number 3 quarterback to Lamar and Russell Wilson. Was number 1 once, and going into last year, 8th. Number 3 quarterback behind Brady and Rodgers. All that stuff bothers him. And this year he'll probably be number 1. And this year, I think he was going to have trouble finding the doubters. Mm-hmm. And then the second best player on the biggest rival and only rival you have gave you it's something that'll at least get you through the offseason. And so I think it's something, and I think he's showing you that it's something.
Yeah, look, all the greats, Jordan, LeBron, Brady, they have done that, right? Taken little slights and sometimes even made up slights to motivate themselves. So I loved what Chase did backing up his guy. Is it the smartest thing in the world to challenge the best player in the league? Maybe not. But the gap. Unlike some who think the gap is cavernous, the gap between the Bengals and the Eagles is
and the Chiefs
is like that. It's like that.
Okay, but what about the gap between
Mahomes? In fact, the Bengals have won what? It's sizable. The gap between Mahomes and everybody. But Mahomes is not going to be happy just winning MVP, but losing to the Bengals in the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think the Bengals, they're here for it. Jamar Chase knew what he was doing. And they know, and he knows that they've beaten the Chiefs 3 out of the last 4 times they met.
Okay. He didn't have a lot of options there.
What do you mean?
Well, if he says Patrick Mahomes, that's an absurd answer.
No, there's no.
Who's best quarterback?
I'm not
Patrick
saying,
Mahomes.
No, I'm not saying that. But it was a follow-up. He said it's Joe Burrow, and then the reporter says to him, "Oh, well, he said it was Pat," and we just played it. He said, "Who said it was Pat?" And they said Joe Burrow, and in that moment. He has a million things to say. He's like, well, he can say that he's probably just being humble. We all know it's our guy, whatever.
Sure.
It's the Pat who that generated that. If he'd have said, I think Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in football, you think Mahomes tweets that? Of course not. Of course not.
Do you think Mahomes is upset or is fun back and forth?
I think all this stuff irritates him.
It must.
I think all this.
We're at the parade. They're like, no one believed in us.
Yeah.
He was being congratulated.
That was Andy Reid.
No, that was
when we were there.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't. They didn't believe in him last year. Believe in him now.
I know, but we have to not. If you want the Chiefs to play well, you have to not believe in them. Okay. Best thing Nick could do is turn his back on Patrick Mahomes.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.